Hello and welcome to part 2 of our Heartbreak and Loss composition. We've got the start of a cue going here. Don't forget there's loads more of these on a playlist somewhere over there with loads of different styles. What I need to do to start with is extend this out to about minute and a half, 2 minutes. We're already at a minute, so it's probably not going to need a lot of extra structuring in this case. So what I'm going to do is copy this to the end. It sounds a bit like an introduction already, so what I'm actually going to probably do in this case is leave this as the introduction and then build as we go through. So I've got the main structure. This time I'm doing it the other way around and adding instruments as we go. So let me copy that out and see what sounds good to add in. Right, so all I've done so far is copied out that section to the end, left a gap of 8 bars in between, and I've written a slightly different piano part which ends on a major chord this time to give it a bit of variation. And I've also added in this pad sound which we can play. It's quite low, so you might not be able to hear it on phones. Here we go. And it's just boosting those low strings, and I found it worked quite well at the beginning actually, so I'm going to keep that in as the beginning. Now that the structure has actually come together quite quickly, because we're up to just over 2 minutes, that's fine for a piece like this that's quite a slow tempo. We're down at 70 BPM. What I'm going to do is look to build up the ending. It's sort of the opposite way to which I've been working before. Always good fun though. So let's see what comes of that. Okay, so in terms of building things up from the middle section onwards, what I've done is added this pad here, which is from Gravity. And it's got some rhythmic elements that aren't quite on the beat. I didn't want a regular rhythm, I don't think, but I haven't tried that yet. In fact, that's the next thing I'll try now. See if a rhythm fits without distracting from the slowness of the piece. Okay, so I've added in some percussion loops from Damage doing this. So these are mids. What I've done though is taken off the top end. If I play that without the EQ on, that actually sticks through quite a bit when you've got everything together. So what I've done is just done a very simple high cut on that, just to take off that little bit of extra edge that it had. It's quite low in the mix at the moment, so a bit hard to hear, but hopefully you get the idea. Right, I'm going to have a go and look through for some automation opportunities to build the emotion as we go through. See you in a sec. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone through and added automation. The piano is our main instrument, so I'm not too worried about that, apart from bringing it in a little bit quiet at the start, along with the low strings. I'm not worried about the horns per se, because we're doing the expression and dynamics as we've played those in, so they have already got their effectively volume automation on them. I've made sure the percussion comes in a little slower, and also this pad here slowly builds as opposed to just jumping straight in. I think that works quite nicely. If I take automation off now, to finish this section, all I need to do is get rid of the tracks I didn't use. So there we go. Gone and gone. That keeps things nice and clean. We are ready to do our mix and master in part 3, when I'll see you again. I'll play it through for you so you can see how it's all coming together, and like and subscribe, always appreciated. I will see you in the next episode. See you then.